How's it going, everyone? In this video, we're going to be talking about Ayro, which is ticker symbol AYRO. This is an electric vehicle company, so we're going to go over exactly what model this company produces and what the vehicles are used for. We're also going to go over who owns the majority of this company's shares and what is the potential for this company for the future. We're going to be looking at exactly how the stock behaved and what could the potential the price can go in the near future. So make sure you stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. So as you can see over here, their vehicle are very, very small when you look at them compared to other electric vehicle companies. And the main purpose of these vehicles are designed for people to use them in universities, and they can be used in a golf course and etc. So the majority of the time looking at these vehicles in the golf course and etc. on campuses across the US, so the basic industries that these vehicles can be used for is of course in education, which is universities, corporate campuses, hotel and resorts. There's a lot of big hotel resorts, not only that have golf courses, but they also have massive resorts like in Las Vegas and different parts of the world. So these vehicles can definitely be used, and also they can be used in the government institutions, food, beverage, retails, and etc. So there's a lot of purpose for this specific vehicles when it comes to application. So when you look at exactly the models for this vehicle, so they have two types of models. And the first one, it's called the Ayro 311. So it's a 3-wheel. It looks just like Solo and the Arcimoto, but however, this is relatively different design. And they have the Club Car 411. And this is one of the vehicles that they use in a golf course and on different campuses, so as you can see, they can actually remove the back part of it. So it can be, like a pickup truck at the back. And also if you want to remove it completely, it can be even reduced to the lower part, which can be looking like this, so there's a lot of different applications that you can use this vehicle in different purposes in different industries. There's a lot of different application for it. Now let's look at exactly, who owns the majority of this company and how many shares are available. There's been a lot of buying going on in this company. The stock has been significantly spiking up to the upside. So let's look at exactly how many shares available to the public. When you look at the share outstanding for this company, there's only like 24.25 million, and the share of the float right now is currently 9.73 million. So that is relatively very low. So we talked about, different companies, electric vehicle companies in the past, that have their shares different. Some of them are relatively bigger. They have a lot of shares available for the public to buy, but this relatively looks like it's a very small amount of shares available. So the stock price can definitely swing higher depending upon if there's a lot of supply of buyers, or if they decide to sell it, it can definitely drop huge, so that is exactly that's the type of price action we're looking at right now. There's a lot of demand, and the stock price is going, 45% of the upside, 25% within one day. So definitely be on the lookout for this stock to make significant moves. So still have not made a new 52-week high. The 52-week high we're going to be talking about later on is above $8.80 area. So it's still getting closer to that price point. So we still have to wait for that. So the majority of the shares right now is owned by insiders, so insiders own 10.3% of this company. So this is people that work in the company, like the CEOs, the CFOs. So the majority of the time, when these companies are held by these employers, the CEOs, that's a great sign, they have faith in the company. That's why they own shares, so institutions own only 0.4% of it. So not a lot of institutions are invested in this company. So it's a great opportunity for the future. If this company actually grows and expands, we might get an influx of a lot of institutions, that can make this stock price to go higher. But still, there's a long way to go. The company needs to have solid numbers that can back up, and it has a path to profitability for these major institutions to come and buy this company. So we still have to wait for them, to see the earnings reports and how things unfold. So when you actually look at the stock price, when you look at the price action for this stock in July, it spiked up and making a new 52-week high of around $8.75 to the upside. And right now, pre-market, this stock is trading close to $7.84. It's up 26% to the upside. So it's getting closer to the 52-week high, but we still have to wait another dollar for the stock to spike up higher. So after it made a 52-week high, the stock pulled back significantly and been trading downward, and it went back to where it was around $3. So the price action you can definitely look at it exactly. The same thing might happen in the future. You never know. But if you're somebody that wants to get involved in it, like for the long term, these EV companies have really been spiking up a lot. I've been talking about, niio, kndi, solo stock, they've been spiking up significantly, and there's a lot of momentum, and there's a lot of people that are getting involved in these companies. So that is one of the main things that's leading the driver of this entire EV sector. This company was a penny stock, a few days ago, but it's spiking up higher and higher. If you see the potential, we saw the vehicles, some of the application of their products. And if you see a long-term application for this company in the long term, of course, you can definitely get involved in it. And that is definitely going to be pay off in the future. So as I mentioned before too, that if they're going to be profitable in the future, and if they can be able to produce some solid numbers when they report their earnings report, this company can also attract institutional investors, and the stock price can definitely go higher. So another important thing that you want to be looking out for is exactly how the amount of volume, the amount of people that are buying and selling it. Right around over here, when the stock hit a new 52-week high for the year, there was 228 million shares traded during that day. So when you look at the price action for yesterday, we had 41 million shares traded. So we'll see if there's a lot of buying and selling going on for this company. As I said, there's a lot of buyers that are coming in that are overtaking the supply right now, and also there's not a lot of shares available for this company, and this stock can definitely make a significant move to the upside. And if you want to day trade it or swing trade it, this is a great opportunity, because there's going to be a lot of volatility for this company, but also it can definitely have this huge spikes, and it can definitely decline to the downside too. So you have to be super careful when it comes to applications. So the other companies that we talked about also, the last few days, they're also spiking up today too. We talked about Solo yesterday. The stock is also gapping up higher today. Pre-market, it's up 0.21 cents to the upside. That's 1.18% of the upside. So it's making, already made a new 52-week high. It's also making another 52-week high today. It's edging closer to the $10 mark. So that is a significant move. So this is the trend that we're looking at right now with all these EV companies. Like kndi is also having a slight pullback to the downside too, but niio is also trending a little bit higher, and arcimoto is also trading a little bit lower today. So we'll see how things unfold. It looks like we're having a mixed day. Some of the EV stocks are spiking up in pre-market. Some of them are pulling back to the downside. So we'll see how ticker symbol AYRO, this penny used to be a penny stock, how it behaves. But really understand that there's definitely a lot of volatility for this company in the future. And if you really like some of the designs that you saw over here, definitely take into consideration and do more research about it, and see, some of the partnership that they have with other, campuses too. So I saw that this company also made partnership with Oxford, some major league. I also saw that this company made a partnership with a really well-known institutions, universities in the United States. So that is a great sign. So when you see this huge universities partnering and getting these vehicles to their campuses, their other campuses can also be able to look at and get involved in this company too. So that is fantastic. There's definitely potential for growth for this company in the future, and there's a lot of application in different industries. So keep in mind and create it in your watch list. Watch this company for the future. But that's going to be it. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on tomorrow's video. Have a wonderful day.